Yo ho 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 ho, what is up everyone? Tosh here. Today is an exciting day. The age-old question, when quests, has been answered. That day is today, guys. Quests have just launched onto the beta site. We have fishing and foraging active. This did a whole big shakeup to the economy that we're going to briefly go over in this video. But first of all, we're going to go over questing and what kind of things that you can get from questing. And we're going to talk about some of my predictions as well. There were also some new updates that were dropped by Hubert and Frisky Fox today in the Discord. So I'm going to update you guys on that and how those are playing out into the new fishing and foraging mechanics that are live right meow. So you're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be great. Couple things before we get started. First of all, shout out to user Zynef for creating the new intro for Crypto with Tosh. You're going to see a lot of new rebranding things rolling out this week, so super exciting on top of the quest. Additionally, if you want to get the latest and greatest DeFi Kingdoms content, make sure that you're subscribed and like this video so it gets boosted up. And lastly, do note that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. All right, through our checkboxes, let's go. All right, here we go, guys. So we're hopping right in. Here's the new professions area. Got a little bit of a redo with the art. I've already got to the chance to do a lot of my quests already, but let me show you a little bit about how this works. We have our fishing and foraging are active. So you can actually, what's really nice, and I'm so glad they did this, it's gonna save so much time, is that you can put 6 heroes into your questing at the same time. So if we want to start our quest, we just go ahead and select our heroes from our pool that we want to go on that quest. There were a lot of changes that actually happened, and the biggest one I think actually relates to the profession bonus. So for this guy, he is actually a forager, and I'm looking at foraging right now. The bonus has changed. So it used to be a 10% increase to the likelihood of you're going to get rare special items. That has now changed to whatever our green set is, makes that hero more efficient at doing that profession. So for example, since this guy is a forager with the foraging bonus, he has the +5 or only costs 5 stamina to do one of these quests, where our normal heroes that don't have that profession bonus, it's going to be 7 stamina to complete one of those quests. So that's pretty significant. It's 3 quests versus 5 quests with a full bar of stamina at these current levels. So they did make this change because there was a lot of feedback given that the profession wasn't really like that big of a deal for the heroes. And you know, I was actually one of those people that was trying to alert people where I was like, hey, it's really not that big of a deal, like don't focus on that. Apparently a lot of people were kind of upset, so they did make this change. I think this change actually makes a lot of sense. I don't think it's going to make as much sense for gardening and mining the way that they're planning to do it, with just making them have the heroes be lasting longer, but we'll see how that actually plays out. Anything can happen. I'm really confident in the dev team that they're going to make good decisions. A little bit of strategy while you're setting your heroes out on your quests is I recommend, if you're setting out the ones that have the bonus, that you click all of those at the same time. So for example, I think this guy only doesn't have 10 stamina yet. Yeah, he's only got 9 right now. But for example, let's say he did have 10 stamina and I were to select this guy who has only enough to complete 1 quest. Then when I get to the continue with quest options, it's only going to allow 1 attempt maximum. Where if I group it with other guys that have full attempts, so let's say I have 6 heroes that have full stamina bars and all have foraging bonuses, if I send them all out and click them in the same run of quests, then that will actually allow me to do 5 full quest attempts for all 6 of those heroes at once. So just a little bit way to be more efficient while you send your heroes out on quests. Like I mentioned, I already did a bunch of my quests today, but I did leave a couple just to show you guys. So here's my haul for my quests. I have about 67 heroes right now, so I did run all of these at least to full bars of stamina. I do have a couple for sale that I didn't actually run quests with. Note that I believe I had 310 tiers before I started this. So with all those heroes, I got about 25 tiers running them. Let's just also look at some some of the other items that came from here. So we've got some amber taffy. I only got 2 of those, so they must be a little bit rare. Kind of like look at these, like the lower amount on the rarer it might be. It might be a little skewed because this is only one person's pool, but in general, I think that's gonna fly pretty nicely. So amber taffy only got 2. Bends but doesn't break. Doesn't taste great though. So maybe this is used to like build something with land. I don't know. We will see. These two, Swift Thistle and these Sailfish, they both mentioned something fast. So I think this is going to be some kind of swiftness potion. Maybe it's going to increase just stamina regeneration for your hero. Maybe it's going to do something more in combat. Maybe it's going to increase or decrease summoning time, and that could be super useful for Gen Zeros. We'll see how that plays out. Let's just look at some of these other ones. I'm not going to click through all of them. If you want to check them all out, all the token addresses are in the Discord on DeFi Kingdoms. Make sure you're only using those token addresses, and then you can also find in Sarah's Sarah's document that she wrote about questing is also in the description if you want to check that out. Couple other items that I hauled that I'll point out to is the gold vein. So it says this is quite valuable. So note that they said that all of these items are going to be able to be traded for gold. So you can sell these items for gold. There will also be a merchant. So if you go to the marketplace, we can actually go see him there right now. He's not active, but here is Vendor Zada. He's coming soon. They have noted that he's going to come in a few days from now. So just expect like early December that this guy's going to get active. The rarest items that can be obtained are the pet eggs. I looked at the token addresses earlier in the Explorer, and the few hours that the game has been out in beta, there have been 0 pet eggs obtained. So they must be pretty rare. I know a lot of people are flooding into the quest, but we'll see when those first get pulled out, and I'm really curious like what they're going to go for on the market. Who knows how much jewels somebody's going to pay for that. Also, if you have any guesses, guess how much jewel one of those is going to cost in the comments. My guess, I'll put my guess in a day or two. So you guys comment first. Alright, so I've got a group of fishers and foragers out there, and let me just show you guys. So none of these guys were actually foragers for this one. I also think I only had one, or enough stamina for one quest left. So we'll see what kind of pulls we get from these guys. So you can also get experience, and the profession skills can finally be leveled up as the heroes perform. What's kind of interesting is that they level up in decimals, so it's not just like a small chance to get a full point, but it's a decent chance to get a decimal of a point. Alright, so let's check out what we got. Like I said, these guys only ran one quest, so didn't get a whole lot here. We got a red leaf. I don't remember if that's good or not. Dark green, I think that's like kind of good. And then we only got one guy leveled up his foraging skill by 0.1. So, yeah, not a very impressive haul, but again, those just one quest on each of those. Let's check our fishers. I think these guys had more quests. Yeah, these guys all had a full bar of stamina. I don't think they were actually fishers, but they did all have a full bar of stamina, so that means that they got to run 3 quests each. 21 stamina was the most they could use, with 7 stamina apiece for non-class holders. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's check this out. So, this is kind of, Shimmer Scale. Actually, I don't think I've seen this one yet. And he also got more experience and some profession leveling for that. Okay, so that might be pretty good, but we'll check my inventory in a sec. And then, yeah, kind of average. The bloaters are kind of just like the whatever. You always get those. We got a silverfin too. Ooh, high market price. I like the sound of that. So yeah, let's check these out. Actually, yeah, it's the first time I got a silverfin and the first time I got a shimmer scale. So it's actually a pretty good run there, in my opinion. But I don't really know. Who knows? You can actually check the market for these. It's going to be super volatile, so I'm not even going to go over it right now. But if you're interested in the price of how much these are worth, go check out the current market. Again, the token addresses are in Discord in the contracts channel. All right, let's talk a little bit about price action. So I have the 14-day chart up here. So Jewel has gone through a roller coaster of emotion since then. So Jewel just 2 weeks ago was about 550 a coin, or a token rather, and then we saw it have like some really nice bursts. It had bursted up to $8, drew back to 730, and then just went all the way to $10. This was insane. I'm like, no way this is sustainable. I actually like came home from the bar at this night, saw it at 10:25, and I sold a little bit because I'm like, this is not sustainable. This is an okay thing to do, guys. Definitely take profits when the market is really high. But also like Jewel does crazy things. So like if you like took profits because you were scared around here at the $7 mark, this was a bad move because we knew quests were coming. We knew how bullish quests were going to be for Jewel as a whole, and now we see Jewel recovering really nice to a steady $8. Let's take a look at another graph. I think this one is really funny, actually. So this is the Gaius tier 14-day graph. So as I told you, like as people were going to continue to do wishing well, that the Gaius tier price was going to gradually go down because that supply was getting high. It was the only way that the heroes could actually be used in their play to earn function. So obviously the market was going to get oversupplied. Also, as Jewel price has been going up, especially when it was around like that $10 range, summoning got very, very expensive, and the market on heroes was crashing temporarily. So with that combination, the tiers just went down, 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 and then people were realizing quests were going to get released soon, and they had initially noted that the wishing well was going to get removed with quests. So right now the wishing well is the most efficient way to get tiers. I think even with foraging and fishing that it is more efficient to just continue to run the well and get more. From all of my heroes, I got 25 tiers from questing through 67 heroes, where if I was running through all of my heroes on the wishing well, I would often get about 80 total. So very big difference there. Wishing well is still more efficient. It's still there. Today, actually, because a lot of people thought the wishing well was going away, people started to buy a bunch of their tiers. I actually started buying tiers around here or so. I think it was about Monday or Tuesday, because I knew that that was coming and I wanted to stock up a little bit. But really funny price action. As quests were getting closer being dropped, people stopped selling their tiers completely, and this price went up about 3x in just a few moments. And then as soon as quests got released and we saw wishing well there, a bunch of people just dumped all of their tiers and the price returned to normal. I think it's gonna stay pretty steady around like this 50 to 75 cent range. One other item that I want to talk about is the Chavas Rune. So the Chavas Rune is the low-level rune that will be used to level up your heroes. And right now, for our USDC pairing, it's at 27.7. So there's not many people selling these right now. The price impact is pretty high, and that means that there's low liquidity. So not many people are actually putting up these to sell, but because people want to level up their heroes. But I think very similar to our tiers, though, that this might not be a bad time to sell these. The demand is going to go up high. The meditation circle where leveling up will actually occur will be active in a few days, but right now our heroes are going to take a few days to even get enough experience to get the quest done or to reach the experience needed to level up. So I'm sure by then we'll have that up. But yeah, as you guys can see here, very live in this moment, this has jumped up now to $37. So if you want to sell these, it's a pretty good time to do it because they're pretty pricey. These will get circulated more into the market. One thing to consider right now is that all of our heroes, like no matter how many stats they have in fishing or foraging, they all suck at the quests. They're really not that good at it, and there's not going to be big discrepancies between any of the heroes. But as they level up and we start seeing those point discrepancies occur, and that as they level up, they're going to have higher chances at receiving more rare items, then we'll see. I think they were going to see these runes overpopulate the market like we saw at the tiers, because if you don't remember, tiers were about $15 a piece to start off with. So I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, but it might be a decent time to sell these. Make your own decisions and think about your strategy. All right, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet for y'all, but the questing, even on the beta, is super smooth. Everything's doing great. Shout out to the devs that absolutely killed this. Everything's looking great. Again, still so bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. It hasn't been lost. I know there's been a lot of people that are kind of scared about the release timeline for these quests, but the release is beautiful. I think everything's going really smoothly, and that everything's continuing to be bullish for DeFi Kingdoms. So holding on to my other two Gen Zeros, holding on to a lot of my Jewel. One thing to consider too is that the auction is ending with the end of the month, so I really hope that they do put in some more incentives for whales to hold on to their Jewels soon. So don't be too surprised if you see that out. If you're on the short stack, you're like, why are they treating to the big people? Trust me, it's really important to sustain the ecosystem, so hopefully we see something like that. The land raffle is soon. Everything's happening really fast. Trader's going to be open in a couple days. Meditation circle in a couple days. Should be a couple weeks before gardening or mining come out, but we'll see. They're going to keep us posted on those timelines soon. Anyway, this is really awesome. I'm going to get back to fishing and foraging. See you guys later on the Discord. Peace out. Tosh signing out.